Okay, so I wanted to take a second to talk a little bit about multiple VTubers having really upsetting news and losing their channels. A little bit like similar to what Taiga went through. Unfortunately, he never got his channel reinstated. But Cottontail channel was lost. They deleted her ASMR channel after removing a single video. Said video didn't have sex or nudity in it. I essentially hope this was a mistake, as my channel did not deserve to get deleted off YouTube. Imagine losing your entire channel. My worst nightmare. The appeal was denied, even though there was nothing sexual or nude on the ASMR channel. Thanks, YouTube. You're doing an amazing job at making creators never want to use your platform. It's really worrisome to see a platform. Like, the thing is, there's rules and regulations, and even when those rules and regulations are followed, sometimes there's just things like that happen that makes no sense. They're not following their own 3-strike structure. She only got 1 strike. And the entire channel got deleted. The war on VTubers continues. And they also took her music channel and all her backup channels too for community guidelines. So she can't have anything. But apparently I just got informed now that she got her channel reinstated. No, it's true. Her YouTube is back up. The YouTubes are back up. Thank you so much for the support of getting YouTube's attention with this and getting my ASMR music channel back up. You have no idea how grateful I am to have the best community ever. Abby also had a really scary situation. So Abby Shrimp says, what do I do now if my channel won't be reinstated? You don't allow us to create another, so am I just done with YouTube forever? I implore you to reconsider. Remove the content in violation and give me back my account. This means everything to me. So, my Christmas present from Team YouTube? The termination of my entire channel. Abika was removed from YouTube. Here's what happened. I received a strike, appealed it, and they supposedly reviewed it. The strike was lifted, but then 1 minute later, I received an email that my account was terminated. It's like a bug. It's this bug that's been happening, but it's terminating your channel after 1 strike, even though it's lifted. And then you're trying to talk to their customer service because you're like, there's been a mistake. I only have 1 strike. It was supposed to be lifted. My channel's terminated. And what does customer support have to reply? Nope, we reviewed this. We reviewed it and your account is not getting reinstated. You're in violation. What do you mean I'm in violation? She had 1 strike and it got lifted. You're supposed to have 3 before your channel gets deleted. It's so annoying. It makes it so there's literally no creator that is safe on the platform. Their reply was from Team YouTube was, it looks like you've already appealed and received an email outlining the final decision. We know it wasn't the outcome you were hoping for, but there's nothing more we can do on our end as these decisions are made very carefully. What are you saying? It's made carefully? It's not made carefully at all. It's not even following its own guidelines. Appreciate your understanding, and yet we can't get in touch with them. We're just talking to this anonymous entity. All we're getting are copy-pasted replies. It's such a frustrating experience. Will YouTube actually hire real people to run the platform? Like, we need Moist Critical to talk about this or something. Oi, you! Yeah, you! Hi! If you're not subscribed to my second channel, I don't know what you're doing with your life. So take a moment, press the like button, press the subscribe button, and hit that notification bell on. And thank you so much. I appreciate you. Now let's get back into the video. Not sure how I can go from your content does not violate our terms to your account is terminated within 1 minute of each other. But what do I know? But it's okay, guys, they've reviewed it carefully. We reviewed your channel carefully and have confirmed that it violates our sex and nudity policy. We know this is probably disappointing news, but it's our job to make sure that YouTube is a safe place for all. Well, not for VTubers. How this affect your channel? We won't be putting your channel back on YouTube. Yeah, a YouTube manual review means someone manually pressed the button to start the bar review for real. She says here, delete all my content if needed, but don't terminate my entire account or the community I've built. You don't allow us to create a new account. And I only had 1 strike. This feels unjust for creators who've invested so much into their work. She's going through the 5 stages of grief. And then she also says that her editor uploads the videos to a secondary monetized channel first to ensure it passes YouTube's checks without any issues. No flags, no concerns. However, once the same video is uploaded to my main channel, it's suddenly mass reported and taken down. It's hard not to feel like it's a targeted effort. So was it mass reported? Like the mass reports, I was talking about this with Taiga. It has to be in scale with the number of views a video get probably, right? Like if a video has like 1 million views, then you probably need a shit ton of reports for them to count. Yeah, I really feel like this YouTube stuff is unfair. She tweeted out like literally 16 hours ago, shocking news, no Christmas miracle. She wanted to get clarification. How can I go from 1 strike to a rescinded strike to a complete termination? And they finally replied, good news, our policy team has reinstated your channel a B code. Note that a strike was issued on some of your videos due to violation of nudity and sexual content. Thanks for patience while we looked further into it. Thank God, at least hers and, you know, Content Test channel was reinstated. Unfortunately, there's a lot of other VTubers channels that have also been unfairly targeted and taken down that have yet to be reinstated. YouTube, I beg you, please hire some real people. Please give us a way to talk to you. A lot of us depend on YouTube for their livelihood and their growth, and they put so much efforts into their channel. It's unfair. Okay, so Mother, she's also a really large VTuber, and she's been striked by Twitch for fraud reason. And apparently somebody messaged me on Twitter to warn me about this, saying that a lot of VTubers have been striked left and right for fraud on Twitch. Really weird. I remember Scarly had an issue like that, where Scarly I think people did an offline hype train in her chat, and she hadn't streamed there for a long time. So Twitch thought that it was some kind of fraud. But yeah, another company that needs to fix their freaking AI regulated system. Y'all ever, this person had to comment on all of these bonks, and they've tweeted, y'all ever see a VTuber crying about getting bonked, and when you look into it, you see they clearly broke TOS, so the bonk was 100% justified, but everyone is defending them for some reason. If you point it out, you know, you will just get jumped by a bunch of people. I do. A lot. Well, I'm gonna explain to you why you do. It's because you're being disagreeable. And this is what happens when someone is being disagreeable. I really feel like some people have like no sense of like social awareness or social etiquette. If everybody is like giving sympathy to somebody and you just barge in and be like, well, actually, I saw you did this. Yeah, of course you're gonna get shit on. What do you expect? And even that tweet is like in the midst of everything happening. All right, maybe they're not talking about a specific account, but it feels so out of touch. Like, read the room, bro. Read the room. After seeing all of these, do you really feel like it's justified? How is it justified? And again, they're not even mentioning these cases, but it's tweeted at the same time that these are being tweeted. So people will automatically make the connection. They're gonna think that this person is tweeting about all of these channels being lost. It's a stupid time to tweet. People never think about that when they vague tweet. That they don't read the room. This immediately comes to mind. Okay, that's funny. That reply is funny. That one was hilarious. I only zoomed in for 5 seconds and I got bonked. This one we're like, yeah, okay. Valid. Oh my god, I never did anything sexual. What the fuck is this BS? Shares clip from the stream VOD showing very clearly sexual non-TOS stuff. Anyway, yeah guys, I'm the victim. And I took a look at the comments. Lots of mutual commenting here. Rosie says, it does suck as someone going through it legitimately. Rosie's been having a lot of issues and with YouTube, and it does actually really suck. And a lot of the time, it is actually not justified. You know, the channel Yam Albat, she's one of my content creator friends. She also got bonked by YouTube. And she's like the most sesto VTuber. For 90 days, she couldn't post any video because her channel's trust score was so low. Azehara here tweeting, there are many cases where the streamers gets bonked for things that are on the line but don't really break TOS. I do hate when they clearly break TOS then act stupid over it. He's right. And Mama Oko responding, any specifics you're thinking of? That was also my thoughts. Any specific cases you're thinking of? Like, this is, just say them. I think I'd rather they just say who they're thinking of. So Rosie, yeah, she's been having a lot of issues with YouTube. TLDR, she goes to YouTube jail, finds out she was wrongly accused, makes a small mistake, is put in jail longer because of the initial mistake, found to be false, attributing to them not forgiving it. Team YouTube responds, totally hear you on this. To confirm, if we see repeated egregious inaccuracies based on our advertiser-friendly content guidelines, your channel will be reviewed for inclusion in the YouTube Partner Program. Even the Team YouTube replies to her are pretty mean. Yep, okay, please answer this. You false flagged 8 videos and that made the status pop up. So she's basically going through the same thing that my friend went through, where your channel's trust score is so down in the gutter that every single thing you upload will basically get limited ad revenue, and they'll find something in every one of your videos. It's like, no one can survive this process. No one. So she's getting false flags all the time. She appealed all 8 and YouTube acknowledged that. She made 2 mistakes total during that time, which prolonged the status. So she has like this, she's on probation basically for 90 days, but every time she appeals a video with limited ad and they don't judge it that it deserves to be lifted, the 90 days gets reset. That's why a lot of people just stop uploading completely during those 90 days, but that will legitimately kill your channel, especially if you have a channel like Rosie. So she's just fucked, and they refuse to give her a date. They actually refuse to give her a date, like your probation period starts from there to there. They won't say anything. It's been really frustrating. Yeah, I feel bad for Rosie.